Welcome along to the Gobby Gaffer YouTube channel, playing Football Manager 2023 and currently our one club save with Borussia Monchengladbach. And in today's episode, it's all about the 4 games that we've played, great results, Wonder Kids and Wonder Goals. Let's get stuck in. And so we have an away game at Heidenheim, newly promoted to the Bundesliga. Nice 3-0 win there. Collado, one of the strikers, Gaffer, he got on the score sheet as well in that one. And then we played Slavia Prague, the second game in the Champions League, again away from home. A fairly decent 2-1 win in that one. It was a little bit tight, but we did actually manage to sneak that one. And then we came home, played in the Bundesliga, Freiburg, who are in and around the European places, and a nice 2-0 win against them. Again, Leonardo on the score sheet, and Reece Nelson came on and got a goal for us as well, 2-0. And then we played FC Augsburg away from home, beat them 3-1, and we just have to have a look at this wonder goal from a wonder kid. Let's have a look. So the first goal, nice free kick. Pavlovic, our centre-back, gets a nice header in there, and it's 1-0, but then they come back 1-1. And but just look at this goal here, Fresneda, our wonder kid. Look at that for an absolute stunner. And if we just watch that again, Neuhaus, nice little ball there to Fresneda. I mean, what a goal, and a very important goal because it got us back in the game at 2-1. Our tails were up and we actually managed to win the game 3-1 with another goal from Pavlovic. Really nice stuff. So just the 4 games played since you were last with me. As you can see there, the eagle-eyed of you will see that the next game that we're going to watch is the Manchester United game. It's at home in the Champions League. We have been going great guns, so I don't think we'll get a result out of this one, but you never know. And then we come back to the Bundesliga again and we have a home game against Dusseldorf. Just a quick look at those all-important finances as well. So the Champions League money is rolling in now. We've had 2 wins, so more money is rolling in. And we've actually got just under 29 million in the bank. 4.5 million transfer budget, and we just slightly under the wage budget. And in the new spirit of trying to make these episodes a little bit snappier, we're going to get stuck straight in. And Manchester United are in town. Let's get into the dugout, let's get the team selected, and let's get this game started. And welcome to the dugout. The team for today is Simon in goal, back 4 of Agu, Pavlovic, Friedrich and Fresneda. Got a little problem at centre-back at the moment. 2 of my centre-backs are injured, so Friedrich's had to come in there. Pavlovic is playing really well at the moment. Friedrich, he's just really a backup, and it's not ideal playing against United, but it is what it is. So we've got Neuhaus as a DM today. Pabiga and Koku are in the centre midfield. The wingers are Mudryk and Collado, and we've got Leonardo as the striker. We're going to play with a gegenpress on positive. It's the tactic and the formation that I've been using that's been really successful. Now, I know a lot of you will say, oh, you need to go cautious, low blocks and all of that kind of thing. I'm not going to do that today. If we get beat, we get beat. It's Manchester United, when all's said and done. They are one of the favourites to win the competition. But I think we just have to go at them. And, well, that's my philosophy, and I'll just have to live by it. So let's get stuck into the game. And we're underway. So the first couple of minutes, very important. United have drawn first blood there, as you would expect. But we have come back a little bit. But all the momentum is with United at the moment. So I'm going to give the lads a little bit of an encouraging shout. I mean, a draw in today's game wouldn't be a bad result. And the momentum has switched over. With that encouraging shout, we did get a little bit of a blip there of momentum change. But we are moving into half-time, and unusually, there's no highlights to speak of at all. Not one single highlight in the first half. So what are we going to say? I'm going to say that we've not taken enough shots. Or shall I say, if we can get a goal that make us favourites go out there. I'm going to say we've not taken enough shots. and that has motivated them. So let's see if we can go out there. Let's try and get a Gladbach highlight and try and stick that round thing between the two white sticks. But we are moving now into the 60th minute and still no highlights. Okay, 66 minutes on the clock. I think it was Collado has picked up a little bit of an injury, so taking him off, brought Tete on, and brought Glock in midfield just for a little bit of fresh energy in there. Koku was looking a little bit tired. And are we actually going to break a record in this game? I don't think I've ever played a game of Football Manager where there's been no highlights whatsoever. And the way things are going, it's looking... Oh no, we do get a highlight. 81 minutes. And that is a free kick there. Tete, we need this to be our highlight and not United's. And unfortunately, Leonardo couldn't convert that. And the ball goes out. We do get another highlight. So all the highlights are coming in the last 10 minutes. Ball forward there. Leonardo looked to me like he'd been fouled there, but not. And we do seem to be playing quite a tight game there at the back, which is quite nice to see against United. Lovely football there, just playing ourselves out of trouble, but we have given the ball away. And I wondered when we were going to get a highlight that actually showed us giving the ball away. We had the chance again there, we've given the ball away again, and of course the ball's in the back of the net. And if it's not a big game penalty or, there's always some buffoonery goes on in these big games. And of course, we had to wait till the 83rd minute and we give the ball away. And of course, Fernandez, who have actually, I've got him tight marked and hard tackling and all of that kind of thing. But he gets away and it's 1-0 to United. And I'm guessing that's probably where it's going to finish. Okay, we've got about 4 minutes left in the game. I've gone 2 up top now. We've gone very attacking. I've brought Esposito on. Guy Carrez has come on. Reece Nelson has come on. Let's just see if we can lump the ball into the box and try and get an equaliser out of this game. I'm guessing not, but you never know. So we'll just confirm those changes, get back into the game. And we're now just bobbing the game through to full time. And no disgrace, I'm very, very unhappy with the AI in this game. Very unhappy with the way that Sports Interactive and the AI run these games. Very, very, very unhappy. But as the manager of the team, I'm not too unhappy with that because a 1-0 at home against United. And maybe that's what the AI is saying. I don't know. But I was just thinking to myself when we got to like 70 minutes, and I've seen this so many times in Football Manager, where you're playing a team that you expect to be a lot better than you. And I've seen it against Manchester City when I played them. You get through there's no highlights, nothing seems to be happening. You're getting a point, and in the 82nd minute, virtually every time, the opposition will get 1 goal or 2 goals. And that's exactly, I was thinking it before it happened. 83rd minute, United come forward, bit of buffoonery in midfield, give the ball away, it's 1-0, and we lose the game 1-0. So extremely, extremely unhappy with the AI. The way it portrays it is very, 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 very poor in my... It's very scripted, that's what I'm trying to say. It's very scripted, you know what's going to happen, and I don't like that about Football Manager. Absolutely hate it. But the 1-0, not too bad. So I've just give the lads a flea in the ear. I've said that I'm extremely unhappy with the performance. And to be quite honest, I think it's fair dues now. I think I've put a good team together here. I mean, getting beat by United 1-0 and it being a very, very close game. Buffoonery comes in and it's so annoying. But I don't think there's any disgrace in that. And but... quietly, I'm on the players' backs now. I want them to know that's not good enough. We need to get at least a point out of that game. And next time we play United or anybody that's on their level, I'll be expecting a much better performance. Because Leonardo did have a shot, didn't he? He did have a chance at goal and hit the goalkeeper's legs with it. And that's the difference in the AI in Sports Interactive. When you're playing Manchester United, their shot will hit the back of the net. When you're Borussia Monchengladbach and you're down here, then your shot will hit the keeper's legs or hit the crossbar. Again, scripted. We're not allowed to say that, are we really? Let's move on. We're back into the Bundesliga for the next game. And Dusseldorf are in town. Let's hope we don't get any Champions League hangover. Let's hope we can keep piling the points on. I am a little bit aware. I've not shown you the league table. Let's have a quick look at the league table. So yes, we are sitting nicely in top spot at the moment. We've all played 8 games. We have 22 points. Second is Leipzig with 17. So we have a 5-point lead on Leipzig. Köln, weirdly, last season they were in the relegation area. This season, and of course, as we know, they're our big rivals. They're in third position with 16 points. And Bayern Munich, very uncharacteristic of them. So this season they've won 4, drawn 3 and lost 1. And they have 15 points and are trailing quite considerably at the moment. But of course, we do have to play them twice. And Bayern Munich, as we know, the AI will look at them. Bayern Munich, Borussia Monchengladbach. It's always the same thing. But anyway, like I say, one of these days when I say, well, it's football and you never know. It's football and you never know. We'll work in our favour and we'll actually come out with a result against the likes of Manchester United, Manchester City, Bayern Munich. All these big teams, we need to be getting in there and winning these games. And one of these days when I say that, it will work, believe me. Anyway, let's get stuck into this game. So we'll see you in the dugout for the Dusseldorf game. And we'll be back with you very, very shortly. Well, we have a very tired team after that United encounter. So I've had to change both my wingers today. Collado is out for 3 weeks now, injured. So we've got Nelson and Tete on the wings today. Mudryk was looking quite tired as well. And I've also brought Gyökeres on instead of Leonardo. So all 3 strikers have changed. I've got problems at centre-back. They are coming back off injury now, the two lads who are back up. But they're still on fitnesses, so it's not ideal. Pavlovic very tired, but he's going to have to play today. So the team is Simon in goal, back four of Agu, Pavlovic, Friedrich and Bayer. Neuhaus is the DM, 2 in middle of Pabiga and Koku, and like I say, the front 3 are Nelson, Tete and Gyökeres. And we're still sticking with the gegenpress on a positive. I've not changed any of the instructions. We're just going to go out and do our usual job, hopefully. And we are underway, and we do seem to have, well, we did have the early momentum, but that swung over to Dusseldorf. So we do get the first highlight of the game, and the ball is picked up by Nelson in midfield. He's going to have a run down that left-hand side. He looks very, very unsure about what he's doing there. And the ball is headed out, but picked up by Tete, out to this side to Bayer. Bayer, who is getting a start today instead of Fresneda, the Wonderkid. Into Koku. Koku loses the ball. Very, very, very poor that. The ball is now punted forward, and we gave up the chance of an attack there just by standing and losing the ball. So I don't know whether that's a bit of tiredness or what. The ball forward there, far too long for the striker to get onto. So this game is not shaping up how I would like it to shape up, and then we've missed an opportunity to clear that ball there, and we do get away with one. Ball swung out to Bayer over on this right hand side, and the highlight comes to an end. So back with the corner, Koku's going to swing this into the near post. Can Pavlovic get his head on that? He certainly can, and that's a nice goal, but the referee is having a rummage for his whistle. And I'm guessing this probably will be disallowed. It's been awarded, so we're 1-0 ahead. And that was a very, very nice header. Lovely corner. And Pavlovic there gets up at that near post. All my corner instructions are working quite nicely. And we're 1-0 ahead. So just drop the players a little bit of praise there. There doesn't seem to be any more highlights now. We're motoring on into the half-time break, and there comes half-time. So we're just going to give the lads a little bit of a pat on the back. Delighted with your performance. Let's just have a look at tiredness. And Pavlovic is having a very, very good game. Obviously, he scored that goal, so he will be on a green rating. I think we're going to give him a little bit of this half, but then we're going to have to make a substitution. And the second half is underway. We're only like a minute or so into the second half. We do have a highlight. Friedrich, ball to Koku, lovely ball forward there, Guy Carrez, and all he can do is kick that into the goalkeeper's arms. So not exactly what I wanted to see. We need a little bit more clinical finishing than that. Agu with the throw in, and we lose the ball there very, very poorly. But we are picking the ball up nicely at the back. Dusseldorf don't seem to be pressing us too high, so we are able to just pick those long balls up. Can we win this ball back? We need to be pressing a little bit better than this, and I think we maybe give it another 5 minutes. We maybe do need to make some. Oh, and that looks like... Oh, and that's just what we didn't want. So Pavlovic has got himself sent off. Okay, a little bit of change of shape now. So we've taken both wingers off now. I've gone to a balanced mentality. Nadjar has had to come on at the back. He's not really fit, and we do have Friedrich and Agu both on yellow cards. And having dispensed with the wingers, I brought Glock on as an attacking midfielder. We need to try and keep it tight. In fact, even though Nets is not fully fit, I think I'm going to bring him on for Agu. And then we just got the one player on a yellow card at the back. But the way this game is going at the moment, I wouldn't at all be surprised if he doesn't get sent off as well. But we are still winning 1-0, but we're down to 10 men. We need to try and keep it tight. So we're back with a Dusseldorf free kick, and that it actually bounces off the crossbar and down into Simon's arms. So can we actually keep this 1-0 lead? I'm guessing Dusseldorf now will pile on the pressure, but I don't want to change my tactics. I don't want to invite them onto us, but they are exploiting now at the back there, and they've got the equaliser, and I think that's been coming. I can see us losing this game now, and that's not ideal if I'm honest. And if we just watch that again, they are exploiting the fact now that we've got tired players on the pitch. We've got players who are on fitnesses, and that's not ideal. So my last change, Leonardo's come up top. Let's just hope that we've got enough energy to try and create something for him and try and nick this game. I can't see it if I'm honest, but anyway, let's get back into it. So Dennis Simon there from the back. We're building up now. Nadjar, let's try not to give the ball away. I did say let's not try not to give the ball away, and we gave the ball away. So we're doing exactly now what I didn't want to do. And I think, to be honest, if we get a point out of this game now, I think that's a good result. I'm not going to do anything going positive or anything like that. We probably just do need to... In fact, I might even go long ball. Oh, and Dusseldorf have hit the crossbar. And in fact, yes, I have gone to a little bit of a longer ball now, working the ball into the box, that kind of thing, just to see if we can get Leonardo on the end of it. But I don't think it's going to happen, and it doesn't. And that's sending off. To be fair, from the beginning of the game, we didn't really look on it. And then, of course, Pavlovic... very, very tired. Probably should have taken him off at half-time, but he did commit the foul, get sent off. We're down to 10 men, and unfortunately, we dropped 2 points. Now, the assistant is recommending you were unlucky today. I don't think we're unlucky. This team now needs to really, really shape up and wake up. So I'm going to say we weren't good enough. And they are looking inspired by that. If anybody wants to come knocking on my door and say, I think you were a bit harsh on the players, well, there's the door again. Just go straight back out of it, because we need to be on it. We need to be winning games. We need to be on it from the first whistle. And to be honest, the games that we've seen today, well, we didn't see a lot of the Manchester United game, but what we have seen today is very, very unlike what I've been seeing off camera. Off camera, we've been absolutely immense. So, again, you put a couple of games on camera, and I certainly don't think the United result helped for, momentum and dynamics. But then, of course, you play that midweek, you play a game 2 days later in the league, and there's always a European hangover. So, not the best episode, getting beat by United. Never a good thing, particularly for me. I'm a Manchester City supporter, so not ideal. But, you know, let's face it, I'm Borussia Monchengladbach manager at the moment. But even so, it still stings when you get beat by Manchester United. But no disgrace, I'm not too angry with the players for that. Certainly the Dusseldorf game, very angry about that one. I know we had some tired legs in there, but it sorts the men from the boys. These are the games where players who are a bit tired and are not feeling it, and they just need to go out there, put all that behind them and play 90 minutes of football and win the football game and get the 3 points. And I will be telling them that when I have my team meeting, which I'm just going to go off to now. Let's just have a quick look at the league table. So we are still top, 23 points now. FC Köln, who I've just been speaking about, they had a nice win, so they've pulled up now 4 points behind us. Leipzig, however, they lost their game, which, you know, it helps us out no end. Bayern Munich have yet to play, so if they win their game, they'll be on 18 points, which is, 5 behind us. So we are still top of the league, but we do need to get back into that winning momentum. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm going to, well, when I've had a word with the players, I'm going to give them a flea in their ear and tell them in no uncertain words they need to pull the socks up. But yeah, I'm going to go off camera now. Let's see if we can get that momentum back. Let's see if we can start winning a few games again, because I'd like to try and keep that points difference. It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it, with, you know, like the top of any league. Do you want to be there at the beginning of the season? Because really, then you've got to stay there all season, haven't you? Or do you want to mount a late charge and, you know, maybe stay in second or third place and then in the last half a dozen games, you know, just win all your games and then end up top? I think, to be honest, I probably would prefer the second option because, like I say, now we've only played 9 games of the season and we're top of the league. There's a few points in it there, which is very, very nice. But can we keep that cushion? It's going to be very, very hard work, particularly with Champions League games to play. Anyway, if you've enjoyed today's episode, please give me a like. If you're new around here, subscribe, all that kind of malarkey. And all that's left to say is, well, thanks very much for watching. And, well, I've got words to have now. Players need a flea in their ear. We'll see you next time.